ओम श्री गणेशाय नमः। ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। समस्त जन कल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रस्तुतां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरण श्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं। प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं। समचरण सरोज सान्द्र नीला तरुण तुलसीमाला कंधरं कञ्जनेत्रं सदय धवलहासं विठ्ठलं चिन्तयामि। विठ्ठलं चिन्तयामि। श्लोका number 666. Normally, people suffer greatly when they are hungry, but the devotees are so engrossed in the devotional practices. But the devotees are so engrossed in the devotional practices that they are not aware of their hunger. 667. Those devotees who forgot their hunger and thirst in their devotional occupations are not afraid of any calamities in the worldly life. 668. After all, fear dwells in the mind, and their mind is taken over by thinking about the God. So, who will give value to the fear? The mind loses its normal characteristics in the devotional state. 669. When the sense of duality rises in the mind, the fear of the worldly life increases. But if God abides in such a mind, the duality and the fears are no more. 670. When we are identified with our body, the needs of our body affect us. But if our intellect and mind begin to remember Hari, they remain adhesive to Hari's feet. 671. Then, whatever desire emerges in his consciousness, the Lord Narayana become manifest in their desire itself, and the desire undergoes transformation into totality. 670. Devotees become desireless by their constant memory of God and remain untouched by sufferings due to sense organs, as to listen how it happens. The seed of suffering is in the action of sense organs. But in case of devotees of God, instead of suffering taking roots, it is Brahmin who become completely manifest in the sense organs. 674. If the devotee looks at something, the Lord Narayana becomes that object. If his ears hear some word, Brahman becomes manifest in the sound and the meaning of the word. 675. When he smells various fragrances, God becomes evident in the knowledge of the fragrances. Similarly, in the taste taken by his tongue, the juice of Brahmin and joy becomes evident in that taste. 676. Whatever cold or hot or soft or hard touch happens to be, the original spiritual energy become manifest in the knowledge of that touch. 677. The devotee may do any action by his hands or feet, the energy to do any activity in the Brahmin itself. And therefore, the devotees experience that it is not they, but the Atma who acts. 678. Thus, in the hard work also done by the organs, the self-joy expresses itself in it, and therefore the organs are at rest even though they are busy. Therefore, the devotees of Hari are having great storage of self-joy in the market of daily life. 679. The very hard work turns into bliss. This is the secret of devotion of God, and thus they always enjoy permanent freedom. 680. Birth and death are related to the physical body, but the devotees are beyond body, and while meditating upon the feet of the Lord, they merge into the Hari by their very existence. 681. Thus they have no pride of the body, O king. Listen to the quality of their total unity with God. 682. If the body of the devotee is attacked by a tiger, the devotee does not fear at all. He thinks that death is as false as the sentence given to a son of a barren woman. 683. Nobody desires that his shadow should sit in a palki. Similarly, the devotee does not have any desire that his body should be awarded some honors or public applause. 684. The body may undergo any number of calamities. The devotee does not worry about them. This is like the sky, which does not suffer any pain by any sword hit upon it. 685. About the birth, he knows that the body is born, and therefore he does not say, I am born. If there is reflection of the sun in the dirty pond, the sun does not say that he is in the pond. 686. When the sun shines in the day, the clouds appear as if there are cities in them. The sun does not say that he has created them. Similarly, the devotee does not say that he takes care of the body because he knows that the destiny does it. 687. Even at death, he remembers God, and because of his constant preoccupations with God without any selfish moods, he remains complete in his totality. 688. Though the dirty pond is dried up and the reflection disappears, the sun does not say that he is dead. Similarly, when the body ends, the devotee remains in the universe in its totality. 689. Is it necessary to kill the apparent serpent on the rope so that we may create the rope? No, the rope is in its original form without being affected by somebody's illusion. 690. Similarly, the devotee of Hari has no special sense of having a body. Then on what thing the death is going to hit with its ex? We are as we are, and because it is Brahmin only are saying that we are also becomes meaningless. 691. So, one who is not touched by the duties of the body and the action or non-action, and who is not allured by the wrong attachment to worldly life, is the best among God's devotees. 692. O king, I will tell you one more sign. Please listen to the sign of a devotee who desire or passion or lust all becomes the Lord Narayana.
प्रकामकर्मबीजानां यस्य चेतसि सम्भवः वासुदैवैकनिलयः स वै भागवतोत्तमः. Wasn't I audible?
No.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
you are audible.
न कामकर्मबीजानां यस्य चेतसि सम्भवः वासुदेवैकनिलयः स वै भागवतोत्तमः.
He is undoubtedly the foremost devotee of the Lord, in whose mind the craving for enjoyment, the impulse for action, and the seeds of future incarnation never sprout, and whose only place of resort is Lord Vishnu alone. 693. In the case of the devotee, what happens is that while continuously meditating on the Rama in the Atman, the desire arising in the heart is transformed as that Rama and the great God Purushottama is pleased with him and become manifest in all his actions. 694. Whatever desires exist in his heart, they are attached to Shri Hari, and when thus all the desires are attached to Shri Hari, the devotees had resort in him only. 695. Again, I must repeat that whatever desire for sense objects is in the heart of the devotees, it becomes Atmaram and the turbulence of that desire itself. It amalgamated into Atman, the Supreme Person. 696. The devotion to the Hari is the highest thing in the world. It makes the devotees desireless by using his desires only. If we examine one by one all desires going backwards, we find that Brahman, which is desireless, is felt at the background. 697. If we remember Rama with the the whole food become Brahman. Actually, what is it? It is Brahman.
No, Brahman. Now you said it correctly. It's Brahman.
Brahman. Okay.
Brahman.
Brahman.
Mhm.
Brahman. O King Janaka, in this way the devotee experience the state of freedom through surrounded by objects of the world. 698. That man who is having great faith in being without any desire is the greatest among the Bhagavatas. He should rightly be called number one. O King, I have told you the way in which the West devotees behave. 700. Having said that these things, the sage Hari began to talk eagerly about the virtues by which the devotees are liked by God.
न यस्य जन्म कर्माभ्यां न वर्णाश्रम जातिभिः सज्जतेऽस्मिन्नहं भावः देहे वै स हरेः प्रियः.
He who does not feel proud in his body by reason of his birth, action, status in life is the devotee liked by Hari. 701. Ordinary people have a sense of identity with their body if they receive the blessing of the Guru. The nature of his pride is transformed into the feeling that I am Narayana. 702. He knows that it is false to say that I am the body. It is true that I am Narayana. When this feeling is impressed again and again on the mind, the pride is merged into that feeling. 703. The devotee becomes devoid of any pride when his identification with his body becomes attached to the feet of Hari. The sage Hari is describing the state of prideless consciousness as follows. 704. One of the signs of this state is that though the devotee is born, he does not say that he is born. If a dog is made of gold, the gold cannot be the dog, though the shape is of the dog. 705. Similarly, the West devotee does not feel proud about his birth. He continues the routine action but does not say that he is the doer. 706. Though the sun is in the sky, when his rays pass through a magnifying glass and a point of fire is created, the sun is not affected by it. Similarly, the West devotee is not doer as though his body is performing all the actions. It is by the sun as the primary cause by whose rays the magnifying glass creates fire. That fire may be used for kindling the sacrificial pit or a forest fire may be created. The sun does not get burned. Similarly, the devotee is free, a non-doer. 708. The piece of iron is moved by a magnet, but the magnet is not affected. Similarly, this devotee is having no pride and therefore he remains a non-doer. 709. Normally, the actions of the body take place because of the destiny, but if one says that he is the doer, those actions affect him. Here, the devotees remain without any pride because of his love for God. 710. Thus, while the actions of the body are going on, devotee, because of his experience of the totality, remains a non-doer and does not take the burden on his head of having done or not done any work. 711. If he is born as a Brahmin, he is not proud of his caste. For example, crystal put upon the red powder appears to be red, but if that crystal is asked, it will not say that it is red. 712. The man who has no pride about his body is also not proud of his caste, and a really knowledgeable devotee is not proud of his ashram. 713. Though he becomes a sannyasi by his body in the physical life, he does not say that he is sannyasi or paramaham. An actor may play the role of a king in a drama and don royal robes, but he does not say that he is a king himself. 714. Similarly, the devotee does not become proud of his ashram like bachelor or householder or his caste. 715. There are many castes, high and low, but he does not say that any particular caste is his caste. This is like the river Ganga, which does not say that any particular town along its bank is its town from amongst all the villages and town by its banks. 716. Thus, the devotees who are totally surrendered to the God are not proud of their birth, actions, caste, ashram, or particular tribe, etc. They are not proud also of their bodies, that is, the physical, the astral, the mental, or the casual bodies. 717. So, question arises here whether they relinquish all these things totally. The answer is that they do not drop these things, but they do not take pride of any of these, though they are placed in these situations. 780. When anyone is born, he does not have any caste or religion, but he is by himself as belonging to a particular caste, ashram, family, race, etc. And carries that burden on his mind. 700 get themselves involved by such false pride, and many great scholars also possesses a notion that they are of a particular caste or family, race, etc., and are caught in that pride. 720. So horrible is the effect of this pride that even gods like Brahma cannot save themselves from it, nor it is dropped even at the world's end. Many great learned people are caught in it. 721. In the life of devotees, the pride never grows, but disappears due to their faith in God. O King, I have told you that state of the devotees. 722. Please keep it in mind that such selfless devotees who have dropped all pride become dear to the God and He loves them. 723. Whenever they request for, God gives it to them by being Himself that object, and He is pleased when they are happy by getting it. 724. God is present at that place where the devotees goes, and He takes the form of each object which the devotee wants. 725. To prevent the devotee from the evil eye, God is hovering around him. God becomes a slave to the devotee and he walks together with the loving devotee. 726. Just as a mother takes all the care of her small child because of her great love for it, also everything for his devotees because they have no sense of pride, etc. 727. While God is thus taking care of his devotee and protecting him, he has some misgivings that perhaps the devotee may be unified with him and he may not be able to love and have a dialogue with their devotee. 726. He asked himself, to whom I should look with affection, with whom shall I have a heart-to-heart talk, whom shall I embrace with 4 hands? Such is the extraordinary love which God has for them. 720. But when the devotee is one with God, what happens is that it is God alone who is living happily in the body of devotee also. 730. Thus, when the devotee worships God with one pointed force of love, God is worshipping himself through his own body. Vedanta contains this description of this unity and in unity.
Okay.
731.
Hari Om.
God is
Hari
not
Om.
satisfied.
Hari Om, Sunita ji. We can pause over here for today. Okay. Any thoughts? Lovely. Today's also verses. It's becoming more clearer. Any thoughts anybody wants to share today?
I think the continuous reminder to be egoless. No?
Doership, kind,
To be
awareness of the
egoless
body.
and to be.
Everything we do for our body, right? All our actions, whatever we do, we want nice food, we want nice clothes to wear, we want good fragrances, we want a good house, a good car, we want how our house should look, and we have perception how people should perceive us and how we perceive people. Everything is, all actions we do is for the body. We will read all this. It is going all in the intellect level only. But to adapt that, to give up the identity, body identification, it's not, it's not easy. Anything, the salon visits we have, a gray hair looks very odd, the nails look very crisp, anything. Some blue streaks and red streaks in the head will look nice. The sari has to be Kanjivaram. Can't be a simple cotton. The jewelry has to match with that sari. As if somebody wants it. Do it for yourself only. Body awareness. So much we do for the body. We want something to eat only. This only crockery should be. This crockery cannot. I buy only this brand. So much, everything, whatever we, from morning till night, what we do is body. You know, I am the body. That consciousness is so strong and so much inherent. To drop that is very tough. Very tough. That's why we read from all the sides the same thing in different words. Each Mahatma, each saint comes and tells us the same thing. And in spite of that, probably it's like that iron and that magnet. When we are in the influence of the magnet, the iron behaves well. Once the magnet goes away, the iron has its own swabhava. So we are that hard like an iron. We'll have to somewhere have that change and shift. That's how is the reminders. Good point, Ganesha, you picked up. Consciousness.
Yeah. Varshaji, also in 22, please keep in mind that selfless devotees who have dropped all pride become dear to God and He loves them. It reminds me of in Bhagavad Gita always says, no, manmana mavabhaktaha madhya. And two places.
Exactly. Yes.
But then, I mean, we have those all the time. But to go back to body consciousness is like, it's our nature. It's very hard.
So that's why, you know, it's like we have to have satsang. We have to be in presence of a Mahatma. Because in their presence, we behave differently. When there is a satsang, our mind for that time, okay, is away from a TV serial, away from some gossip, or away from what some mundane activity we would be doing.
Sometime
So
at
each
least.
day, some time, if we devote regularly, some change will happen only, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So I remember my guru's example that we say, oh, hard as a rock, hard as a rock, hard as a rock. We always keep on saying that. but she would give example of the waterfall. Constantly on that rock, it keeps on falling, and you see that the change in that rock is happening. So constantly under the shower of Guru's words, if we are, however hard as a rock we would be, some change will happen eventually. So yes, we need the reminders. We need it to come frequently, all the sides. And that's why all the Mahatmas tell us to hold up to one sadhana. One small thing, either it is a japa or it is a puja or it is swadhyaya, something, and daily and incessantly and at that time. Means if we keep on doing, there has to be a change. It won't be without change. But that regularity, then we say, no, today I have dinner over there and this over there, and this guest has come, or I am a guest in somebody's house. This marriage is there, this funeral is there, and this baby name ceremony is there, this Ponul Kalyanam. We are on the trot always. Where is a sadhana? Something that we can do daily has to happen, and that has to go as an offering to the Lord. That earnestness has to be developed somewhere. That's why so many reminders, and Maharaj is telling it very beautifully that this happens, every step he is just, narrating what would happen. So many ways, how many OVs he is using to explain one shlok, how many OVs he is. We are already on the 700 OVs for this. How many ways he has explained. Excellent thought, Lataji. Any more thoughts?
Yes, Varshaji, I like the verse 671.
Hmm.
When a desire emerges in his consciousness, and not Lord Narayana becomes manifest in that desire itself, and the desire undergoes transformation into reality.
Amazing. Lovely, lovely picnic, Vilenji. Yeah, we can mark that 671. Beautiful. So even that previous one in that continuation, when we are identified with our body, the needs of our body affect us. But if our intellect and mind begin to remember Hari, then remain adhesive to Hari's way. Then that desire. Amazing. Today, the number of times the word Sri Hari has come, I think Maharaj Ji knew today Sri Hari Ji is being in the class.
Sorry.
Thoughts? Sumita Ji, you would be doing the closing prayers? Over to you.
Purnamada. Om Purnamada.
Or if she says something, sorry, then my computer was stuck. Sumita Ji, you said something?
I don't know the ending prayer.
Okay, fine, fine. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Shri Krishnarpanamastu. Hari Om, everyone. Thank you for joining. We cannot end without thanking Sumita Ji. Sumita Ji, it's only that you forgot. But if you would have remembered, I'm so sure you would have come prepared with the closing prayer also. Because the way you have come prepared with the opening prayers, I was like so happy. Yeah, so perfect, so perfect. So we
Actually,
can't
I
live
hope
without
it
appreciating your effort and that innocence and that eagerness to read and all. I thoroughly enjoyed your session. So this last, I know that you would have, it slipped your mind. If that small memory would have that you have to close also your session, you would have come prepared. I'm so sure written that practiced I don't know how many times and seen the YouTube how many times to get the writing. I know you have done all that. Amazing.
I
You
have
are. Yes, you have been.
I have practiced it a lot.
I guessed it. I guessed it. You have never asked me. She's never asked me. I've just guessed the way she has practiced, prepared, and come. You know, this is what pleases the Lord. You know, it is not of the perfection, but the effort that a devotee takes to do that thing. This is what it is. Amazing. I just loved your whole session. Amazing. Thank you. Thank you for making
Thank you
me.
so much. Actually, I forgot to learn ending prayer. Otherwise, I would have done.
I know it would have because you have practiced well with the starting. It will come, it will come.
Very
Next
good.
time I'll do.
Thank you,
Very-
Sumita. I also enjoyed it very much. Very
Thank you so much, all of you.
Sumita ji has not attended any mission class or anywhere. Sumita ji is a YouTube find. And from nowhere, it is from YouTube directly in this. So for that, it is amazingly amazing. Excellent.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
See the power of digital reach, huh?
Yeah.
Power of digital-
And she said
Amazing.
somewhere in
Blessings of
Kashmir.
God also. Blessings of God also.
Because
Absolutely.
that's what he reaches the bhaktas. He reaches, he upholds. All your practice, he was there. So it has come. Then you manage the Bhagavata verse also, Yonta Pravisha. Amazing. Good. I'm so happy and delighted.
Good. Loved it.
Thank you so much.
Hari Om. Hari Om, everyone.
Hari Om, ji, Hari Om.
Thank you.
Beginning to value the power of a satsang now. You have to, I think one has to be part of a good satsang. Then it makes a difference, right? And I'm feeling the camaraderie here and the purity and the simplicity and the oneness. So thank you, Varsha. Thank you for starting this. It's like a bedtime story. Like how our mothers would tell us these lovely stories. I mean, I always remember my childhood full of these stories of Krishna that mom would lie down in bed and tell me, and also
It is
scientists.
Bhagavad, and it is Bhagavad, so it will become sweeter. And it is 11 skanda. It is going to get deeper also. It is just pure knowledge. Whole thing of 11 skanda is knowledge, and Maharaji has done. So yes, we will have bedtime stories. Only thing June will be the gap. Next week we have. The following week we will not have. But next week we will do. Sri Hariji, you will be there next week.
Next, actually, I'm traveling to Korea.
Okay.
officially.
Okay, we should be lucky to hear it. Yes, we will get chances after June to hear it. Okay, Hari Om. See you all on Monday.
Om.
Hari Om. Hari Om.
Next week, volunteers are not for Eknath Bhagavat.
Yeah, so Monday I can read. Tuesday,
Tuesday.
you would do, Nikhilaji? Tuesday. Okay, Wednesday, who wants to do?
I can do.
Radhakrishnan? Okay,
Okay,
Wednesday. Wednesday,
no, let
Vinisha.
Radhakrishnan do.
Did he say? Radhakrishnan ji, yes. Tuesday or Wednesday? Sorry, Wednesday?
I don't know. Maybe Tuesday.
Yeah, I'm okay with
Tuesday.
it.
Okay. So you can do Tuesday and Wednesday,
No,
Nikhilaji.
no, Tuesday won't be. No, Wednesday maybe. Wednesday.
Wednesday. Okay. So then, so me on Mondays, Nikhil on Tuesday, Radhakrishnan ji Wednesday, Thursday, who wants to do?
No one's there, then I can do it. But otherwise, Jayanti, you want to do it?
It's okay, Vinisha, you pick. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh.
After June. Okay.
Okay. So this
All
is
right, I'll do it next
Okay.
Thursday.
Hari Om. Hari Om.
Hari.
Hari Om. ji.
Just enjoyable
Hari.
session.
Thank you.
Hari Om.
Hari Om.